Take advantage of the Boxing King Media discount at BYD Sheffield. You can get this amazing car for £269 per month with a £269 deposit. Details in the description.
Boxing King Media powered by BYD. Ben, Shalom.
Yeah.
Having a cheeky Malteser.
Oh, unbelievable. Thank you. No, thank you.
Got good stuff in place. Ben, so the fight gets made. What I want to ask you is, at what point was it made, and what was the final detail that you were all stumbling over?
I don't know. It was a weird one, but it got done, and that's all that matters. And delighted for the fans, delighted for the fighters. Both fighters wanted this fight, and they both get it.
Liam said to me that they had another fight lined up, but they wanted. Do you know who that was?
No, I'm surprised to hear that. I thought it was done for a while.
You have been hinting it.
It's boxing. You just never know, do you? But it's done, and that's what matters.
Why Birmingham? And then obviously the press is in London.
All the media are down here. Everyone's off to Saudi tomorrow. It's as simple as that. And we needed to just get it out before next week starts. Then it's the Eubank Ben press tour. We'll do something in Birmingham early March. It's a massive night for the Midlands. It's a huge night, and it's a huge night for Ben. It's a huge night for Fraser. Brilliant card as well. But we want to do more in Birmingham, and we thought we would do more. But this will be the start of something hopefully very big.
Ben didn't really give much away in the press conference. He kept it pretty cool. I know you're banking him to be one of your next pay-per-view stars. This show potentially is going to draw in some huge numbers online. I think, to my knowledge, Amir Khan, Samuel Vargas is the highest viewed free-to-view Sky Sports event. Do you think this will come close? Bearing in mind how much controversy...
I think it's Eubank, Liam Williams.
Is it?
I think so.
Did that beat Khan Vargas?
I think so. You'll have to check.
What, I think Khan Vargas did 1.2 million, I think it did.
You'll have to check. I know Eubank Williams was up there. Wardley Clark's been up there, which was an Easter Sunday as well. But you're right. This is it's a make or break. This is a moment. This is you need those big nights. Not obviously when I say free to air, but not on pay-per-view. You need those big nights, and this is a monster night. And as I say, Wardley Clark on Easter Sunday last year did absolutely enormous numbers, and we think this can do the same.
And I know normally promoters have options on fighters. You know, if Liam Cameron wins, does he stay on Sky, or what's the long-term plan?
He's with Queensbury now.
Rematch?
No rematch. It's just a straight fight.
Okay, interesting that. Undercard, you've announced 2 fights today. Any other names you can expect on the card?
Yes, a few names. Elliot Whale is a one that we've been looking at for a while. He'll make his debut for boxer. Unbelievable to see Fraser Clark back. Didn't think it would happen this quickly. Great fight against Tete, who did well against Dillian. Tyler Denny against Elvis Segura, who we saw on Adam Azim show, and against Callum Simpson, just gave everything such good value, and promised I'd get him back, and that's a great fight. But Sam Egginson against Lee Cutler could be fight of the night there. So just delighted to be back in Birmingham. It will be a massive card, and it's going to sell extremely well.
And then future potential Sky shows, and you've got quite a good few shows coming up. Beyond like the summer, what's the plan? When do you sit down? When do the viewers know the future of you and Sky?
Adam Azim we're looking at now for the summer. Ben Whittaker, we'll see what happens. Callum Simpson's fighting in Oakwell in the summer. So we'll announce that soon. Looking at something in May now. And yeah, to be honest, we've just announced this April 20th, and now we can look forward to May and June.
Okay. Got to speak to you about Savannah Marshall's post that she did a few weeks ago. You know, I spoke to her on the day on the press conference. She wasn't happy that she wasn't on the table. So can you give your version of events as to what happened and why she's not fighting on that show?
Yeah, look, I was upset to see that. I think I deal with Mick, and I think ultimately all it was we both wanted her to come back. She wanted to come back and have a fight before the potential Clarissa Shields rematch, and yeah, I've worked with Savannah so much, invested so much into it and into her, and delivered some massive nights and built her into a star. And she's done her part as well. Then gone to the PFL and wanted to come back. And our budgets are our budget. And in the end, on that show, the expectation we couldn't get to, and that's all it was. And yeah, I was disappointed. But since then, I've sat down with Mick Hennessy. Hennessy has been sorted, deal agreed. And then we'll sit down and I'm sure we'll speak to Savannah in the next few days.
Is there a chance that she could still be on that card?
Not on that card, but we're looking at something else as we speak.
Okay. Just explain the thing with Martin BAKOLE. I know you've done it already a few times, but just explain your version of events. Why was he shouting that the deal's done with Anthony Joshua when ages
He didn't
is in
say
Dubai?
that. If you watch the interview, Martin's just, of course he wants the fight. Of course we've spoken about the fight. Of course he's spoken to His Excellency about it. That's what he was being asked. He wants it. Spencer then comes over to me, and by the way, I know him well, saying, I can't believe the news. Martin's just revealed he's fighting Anthony Joshua in the Congo. What do you have to say about it? I said, oh, right. Like in my head, I'm thinking, what, Martin's just announced to you, it's ringside to Adam Azim, that he's fighting Anthony Joshua for the first time. So I said, yeah, we're off to the Congo. It's signed, it's done. That was it. However, it is a fight that I think can happen. I think it is a fight that happens. I think I want it. Martin's team want it. I think Anthony Joshua wants it. So I do think it can happen. I don't think Eddie Hearn wants it. And so that might be the final piece in the jigsaw. But yeah, that was what that was about.
And you mentioned Adam Azim there. What is next for him opponent-wise who we're looking at?
Oh, we've got a few options now. He's obviously got Ramadan coming up, so we'll take some time out. But the world's at his feet right now. There's huge options. You know the domestic ones. We're looking at world level as well. Montana Love was due to be his next fight. We'd signed for that fight. But we'll know in the next couple of weeks.
Eddie said in a few interviews about his world rankings that he wasn't in any of the world rankings. Is that an issue?
No, he's a star. And the key for Adam is to get him the right fights and make sure we stepping up each time. That's how you build someone. He's 22 years old. He's stepping up every time. He's a phenomenal talent. I've said before, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. What he's doing at his age is unprecedented. And so for us, when you've got the star attraction, we believe, we pick the fights, we make sure the fights are right, and he's going to be in the big ones in the next year or two. So it's exciting times for Adam Azim.
Did you speak to Josh Taylor before he signed with Frank Warren?
Yeah, but when he moving up to welterweight, that was it really. We were interested in that fight, but that's at 140. And once he went up to welterweight, I wish him all the best. But obviously that doesn't work for Adam.
Last question I got for you. There's a lot of opinions on stables between Frank and Eddie right now. A lot of people are saying Frank's on top with all these British stable and all the big guys he's got. Who do you think's got the better stable? If you could just swipe one of their stables, who would you swipe?
Frank's the king of the heavyweights, and he's worked on that for a long time, and that's where he's at right now. So you have to say Frank's heavyweights are pretty impressive.
Any more signings for boxer coming up? I know you signed Reese Edwards. Any more?
Reese, couple more. Signed Cindy recently. For me, we have pretty much all of the women's boxing that's nearly all that's relevant now. And for me, the stars that are coming through, I think outside the heavyweight division, we have the commercial stars, and let's see what happens over the next month or two.
And Shalom, thank you for your time.